It's not working, right? Oh well. Let me just fix this real quick. I want him to have a backpack. Nope, that's not right. Back up. Man, that's just really slow. Okay. I don't want to spend too much time on this guy, but at the rate he's going, he's not really standing out from the others. Some more defined outlines here. There we go. That's better. I don't need to do that. I have to stop myself all the time when I catch myself about to start detailing something. I need to stop because that's not what I'm doing right now. At this point, I'm just trying to get the general idea down. I think I might even just clean that out here and leave it just like this. Cut out some detail with the eraser brush here. Give it the impression that he's got more going on than he really does. It's better. Cut out some of that hard black outline there because I don't want to look at that. Let's make it skinny. Skinnier than you'd think. Yeah. There we go. I kind of want that to be sectioned for some reason. There's no reason for it. I just like the idea of being, some of these being flexible, or some parts of these being flexible. What the hell is this song? Skip. Ew, skip. That's better. Let's define this a little bit better here. I wonder if you guys can even hear me, if anyone's even listening. And that's not quite matching up. Oh well. I'll just say that this is special. I think it's okay to be a little bit asymmetrical, actually, if I think about it. But here I am fixated anyway. Oops. Cut some of that out, bring it in. A little more. Man, some of these suck. Some of these songs are really bad. I want to keep some of that shape language here in the center consistent with each other. Because if I don't, well, someone's going to yell at me. Try to see if I can fit some wrinkles in here. I probably won't be able to, but yeah, it's good enough. You can guess that's cloth, some form of cloth. And I'm already spending a little bit too much time on this guy. I won't be able to finish. Well, finish when I want to. I'm just trying to get this out of the way here. Give him some rivets just for the hell of it. Oops, I destroyed something I didn't want to destroy. Oh well, I'll leave it. As for his knees and his feet, I want to focus on this right leg here. Originally I was thinking I was going to make this more cloth. Did I do that on these other guys? Yeah, I've already done that. Let's not do that. Make this bigger. Splotch some of that out. I want it to be kind of like a oval knee pad here, but I actually want to cut some of this away. No reason, just didn't want it to be an oval. Let's cut some more of that away. There. Oops, no. Sure. And instead of doing that again, I'm going to grab it, get rid of that, that, I just want this to be right there, a bit higher up. There we go. And that fits. Some of that extra chunk away. Cut that out. Put this here. You know, I don't really know. How far I need to take this leg. Kind of thinking I don't need to. Can leave it right about there. Try to bring some of this hard geometry here back in. Since I've outlined it, may as well fill it. Oh, that's gonna ruin stuff if I do that. Find edge here. Distinguish you from the rest of it. I actually had to relearn to do outlines because for a long time I was obsessed with making it as paint-like as possible, and that doesn't. You don't need to do that. It's just, you know, art teachers, they say what they want to say, but 18, 20-year-old me didn't know any better, so I listened. But in reality, you can kind of do whatever you want. Someone's gonna see it, and they're most likely gonna understand what you were trying to do. I don't actually want to draw the hands in, I just want to indicate that they're here. And he's got 2 hands and 5 fingers, although I guess he is an android, he doesn't need 5 fingers. Now, what do I do with you? Let's give you a bit more side. know, this is actually turned a little bit to the side. So I might have to smooth this. Bring you a little bit further out. So that you're not confusing to look at. Yeah, good enough. Cut out some of this middle part here. There's not really a whole lot of thought going into how these are going to look. I'm just kind of, you know, I know it needs to have a connection of some kind, so it needs to look like it pivots. That's pretty much where the thought ends. And here, cut some more of that away. Be gentle with that. Now, I actually don't want you to be this way. Try to fill in some of that. Get rid of that dark and confusing looking piece that I had there. I'm going to bring this in a little bit more. I'm definitely spending way too much time on this particular design now, but oh well, I'll be faster on the next one. I don't care about that. Let's not do that. In fact, let's actually bring the tibia here out. Just a little bit more convincing. Buff that just a tiny bit. And do a very gentle, thin outline here. I don't really want to overdo that. It won't look right. You know, I can go ahead and share this. Why not? You're going to need some extra work here. Don't want to go too far with it still. I'm trying not to spend too much time on these. But I am basically concepting multiple different pieces into a single thing, so you know what? It's okay. I can reuse some of it later. You want that to be more visible though. There we go. And you, what do I want you to be? More like that. That's probably fine. I don't think anyone's going to yell at me for that. A bit thicker though. this out so that it fits the shape correctly. Now, there's a couple different ways I could do this. I really like the idea of making it a continuous foot, like these first two guys. Let's ignore him. He's not ready. But in this case, I've already started making it sections, so I'm just gonna keep it that. In fact, I gotta cut that out. There we go. Fill that back in. Darken that. Bring that down. Define this a little bit better. I kind of want to give him little, not exactly cleats, but you know, the sections in your shoes. You know, I could probably do a little bit of that. How am I getting rid of this? I don't need to get rid of that. Oh well, getting rid of it. The contact shadow. It was messy anyway. Whatever. Darken you out. I'm gonna call it done. I'm gonna call this done here in just a second once I make these two the same. Bring that out. Get rid of it. Now it's gone. Okay. Do I care? I kind of care. Let's give him some detail up here. Give it something to look at. Flatten that. What did I have? Oh. One of those. Man, you are not even close to being symmetrical yet. Did I screw that up? No, it's fine. Yeah, it's better. No, all this should be some kind of cloth-like material. I'm trying to think about how best I can indicate that. There's not a whole lot of space to really work with, you know, so I kind of give it a curve there, and a second one, fill that out. Yeah, it should be good enough. Looks like cloth, right? Or some kind of... What am I making? I am making a type of android, like a worker bot. It's for a game I'm working on. Personal project though, so I can talk about it. How do I want to do the face? Do I care? This is early concept. Do I even care? I don't think I care. I'm just gonna clean them up. Hey Matt, how you doing? I didn't realize that was you. Not a new phone. Actually, you know what? That just worked. That thing I just did. I didn't mean to do it, but I did it. What the hell is this song? It's skipped. Skipping. Oh, okay. Now what else does it need? Need to cut that out. Put in some wavy indicators that it could be cloth instead. Place for the time being. I'm confused now. Still setting things up. What's going on? I mean, you moved, yeah, but no, I just forgot what your Twitch name was. Actually, that's what I meant when I said I didn't realize that was you. I care about this. I'll leave it. Cut that out. Put that back in. This song sucks too. It's so cumbersome that I can't just play my own Spotify playlists because they don't have a way to see what is and is not allowed. Did I ruin that? I think I might have ruined that. Alright, he's done. Leaving it. He's actually probably more done than any of the others. I actually want to take my colors here and bring it down. Just to get your bed in, yeah. Is it small? Like, is it a smaller apartment? Is that why? Start moving things just to get to your bed. Yeah. Kind of want to give this guy wider shoulders. You know, first this was just doing outfits. Downsized an apartment. Yeah. I mean, apartments suck because if you do anything, like if it's not exactly a really nice apartment building, you know, you'll probably wind up with not a whole lot of sound insulation in the walls. And to me, that sucks because if I'm talking, my voice carries through walls. Um, Not sharply, like people can't understand what I'm saying in the next rooms, but they know that I'm speaking. Even when I'm like talking very quietly, like I'm talking like this right now, um, someone would be able to hear what I'm saying, or not, not understand what I'm saying, but they'd be able to hear me, and they might come and complain that I'm talking so loudly when I'm really not. Um, but it's just part of living in an apartment, I guess. Um, back when that's what I was back when that's what I was doing. Kind of want to give this guy. I liked the thin oh, I lost control of the program here for a moment. What's going on? Come on. Hate that. Okay, let's try again. There we go. I don't know what that glitch is all about. You sent me a picture. Oh, let me check my phone. Oh yeah, they're not gonna be happy with you. Anyway, um, yeah, moving always sucks. Like it's never it's never all that fun. And this guy is less of an android and more of a just robot. I'm gonna give him some robo features here. In fact, I'm not even gonna worry too much about the details with that. I'm just gonna start filling out the shape. That doesn't look right. There we go. It's better. Fill some of that out. Bring some of this in. Do I want him to have a chin? Should he have a chin? Less of a move, more playing Tetris. Yeah. You have that many boxes, it tends to be kind of just a long, arduous game of trying to fix things as you're moving them. Trying to get them to fit just perfect. Okay, spending too much time on that spot, that particular spot. Let's move on. Let's not commit too much to that first chess piece I was making. Switch it around. Like this. Here we go. That's nice. Let's cut some of that off just to give me a reason to do this. Back to a year ago. Oh, geez, yeah, I got you. I have a few boxes still from when I moved in. Um, just kind of goes to show you I don't need everything that I have. It's not very smooth, is it? Reminds you of Halo. I could make it more Halo, but he's not supposed to be combat. He's supposed to be worker. He's not a soldier. He's a worker. He lift. He walk. He lift. He did not run. He did not sprint. He does not shoot. All this plating is just to prevent him from getting squished if something falls on him. In fact, I'm going to give him kind of a zigzaggy. Cloth, like. Shade some of that out. I'll fix it later. He looks like Master Halo from Halo. From Mr. Chief. Not what I'm going for, but you know how it is. Everything all kind of starts to look the same after a while. And, well, Master Chief is definitely in my visual library of things that I like, so it's inevitable that a couple of things here and there are gonna start to look like him. Cut some of that out just to indicate that I think I know what I'm doing. Do I care? Let's just make this arm the clothy looking thing. Cut it off right about there. Give it a bendy section. Actually, you know what? I'm going to taper this in. He's got some long arms, actually, when we look at it right. He went on a diet. I don't know what's going on with my Twitch stream, but it keeps, I have the window open, and it keeps dying randomly, and I'm not sure why, but apparently you can still see it, though, right? When I'm speaking right now. More like Cat. Okay. Yeah, skinny. But Cat has a big butt, and I am not giving this guy a butt. This is just leg. fact, I can define that out a bit better. Now, I'm really, really not trying to go too far with this, so I'm gonna just give him a basic and for now. Color that in with the local color scheme and call it good. Because honestly, what's the point of designing that at the moment when, like, it's not going to look like that when it's done? I would need to zoom in and, or just make a bigger version of that. So let's see, that's going to be more clothy. That. Put some more of this shade here. I really want to just start playing some cheesy old music like the Jet Set Radio Future soundtrack. That always gets me pumped up. Or the Metal Gear Rising soundtrack. I don't care that it's cheesy, I like it. Play classic Mario. But I'll get copyright struck because of Twitch's new, I don't know how new they are, but Twitch's audio policy is pretty much like, you know, if there's any license on it, just don't play it. Unless you specifically own the license, like I would have to go, like, acquire the license, which costs money, which I don't have. I'm doing this right now so that I can pad my portfolio, really. Not having money sucks? Yeah, it does. This a little bit. Here. I care about the leg. How much do I care about the leg? That's how much I care about the leg. No. I'll fix it. Hey. Honestly, I wish I could, like, have the copyright music playing in the background without me being able to hear it while I listen to whatever I want to. Let's fill that out. remove some of this extra chuff right there. Maybe add some bracing to make it look like something's going to be attached right below it. You can't hear it? I've got Twitch's their own little like Twitch soundtrack playing right now. What am I doing? Why did I do that? That's amazing. I was just like, let's do the same thing we did up here, but down here. I wasn't even thinking. It just happened. Minecraft? What do you mean? What I'm playing right now? Can you actually hear the music? I need to know. Because it looks like the music is broadcasting on OBS, but I am not 100% sure on that. Let's give it color, then dim it back out. Well, if you can hear me, you should be able to hear the music. I mean, I did quiet it down, so it's not super obvious, but it is there. But if you're not hearing it, then that means that it's broadcasting on a separate channel. In fact, I want to go ahead and test something real quick while I've got you here. If I started playing Spotify, they won't yell at me yet, but they might later. If I start playing music from this, can you hear this? Barely? Okay. So you can hear it, which means that an AI bot showing up will will still yell at me for playing non-approved music if I go ahead and play that stuff. Probably. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe that only applies for partners, people who actually do this to make money. Because I don't even think anyone has the option to gift subs to me. It's not like that's gonna happen. I didn't even set up a way to do that. I didn't even look. But I'm just drawing. I'm drawing while streaming because having people watching what I'm doing helps me to stay on track, even if I'm talking. Since I am on my home computer, like it's really tempting to just, take a break every 30 minutes, which I need to not do because my breaks can run kind of long if I'm not paying attention because I lose track of time because I'm at home. I really wish I had some office space because then I could oh my gosh, what am I doing? I am overworking this concept thumbnail. It's supposed to be a concept thumbnail and I'm just not letting it be that. You get to be rough now. You get to be Shu. Because I need to stop overworking these things. I need to let it be rough. What am I doing? You get to be Shu. You get to just be Shu now. I'm gonna just copy paste this over because I need to not run myself into the ground like this. I need to do like um 3 more concepts before this is done. Oh my gosh, that's just great. Let's make a new layer then. Cut out. Actually, mask it out. Let's mask it out. 1 hour of work is rewarded with a 5-hour break. Chin Pokemon? You got Shu? I'm confused. What does that mean? Alright, let's fill that back in. Right there. Haha. Alright. He has legs. Actually, that's too far forward. Put that back. Behind. There. Better. Cut this out. And then it will be almost done. From South Park. When I was growing up, my parents would not allow me to watch South Park because it was evil or something like that. That's not going to work. I need to do this. Make sure I don't lose any of that. What do you mean? What? Where is this? Oh no, I have that on the colors layer. I'm a fool. I'm a darn fool. New layer via copy. Okay, move. Actually, flip. Good enough. You can be there. There we go. Better, much better. Yeah, some of this needs to stay, but the rest of it needs to go. Actually, do I care? Do I really care? I could probably get away with this if I do it this way. Okay. Some of that. Some of that. Fill that in. Try not to get sucked into my OCD. As I do something totally OCD. Okay. Alright. He's done. Screw it. I'm not doing any more of that. Moving on. Grab this. New cut. Okay, you probably said something since I last checked. Am I still growing up? What do you mean? Oh, the South Park thing. I mean, no. I can watch it whenever I want. I just don't because I never learned to. There we go. That's much better. He's tall. He's very tall. He's super tall. I did not expect to make him that tall. That's just what happened. I'm not going to be able to get away with not having him on screen, so he's just going to be there now. Let me adjust myself. Oy. You can still see it, right? I'm having playback issues on my end. I don't want to make an Android this time. I want to make just a thing. Over here. Who is that Pokemon? It's Jack. Jack's back. At this point, I already have what I want. I really just want to I want to use some of this, some of this, some of that, and this. That's kind of what I want for the final image here. I'm just trying to fill this page so that it looks like I went to the end and still cared, but I don't. I'm just like, yeah, it's already basically done, but I'm gonna keep going just to make my art teachers proud, who I'm never going to show this to, because screw them, because they ruined my creativity a long time ago. Now I'm just dealing with having to relearn how to draw concept art. It's too sloppy. There's no background. You need background. I don't need a background. Screw you. Give it some treads. I've been playing a lot of World of Tanks lately. It's like a weird fanfic. Fanfic from what? Or a fanfic of what, I should say. Give him some headlights. Yay. That's not white enough. Yay. What is this? What is that? Hold on. What did I just do? He's not a combat bot. What am I doing? Oh well. It's there. It's done. I'm not overdoing it. It's easy to get carried away when you're not thinking about what you're doing. You're just kind of going for it and seeing what shapes stick. And that's why the first 3 or 4 are really fleshed out and have intentional design choices. Um, and then these two don't really have a whole lot of. I mean, the shoes kind of for this guy, um, but for this robot, no. I've officially decided that I don't need to do any more Android concepts, so I'm not going to. um, Not till the next project or next demand for having one. So then we get Robot Man here, who is going to not break perspective, actually. Jeez. Now I'm going to have to give him some three-dimensional, don't I? Let's give him fist arms. That is horrible. I regret everything. Oh well. It's going to stay there. Making something my art teacher will like, but I'm not going to show them. Not making a center bot from Fallout? Nah. Bottom half Robo Brain. I have done that. It doesn't look good in Fallout when you do that. What do I want to do here? How do I make this good? Give him pecs. The second section that kind of blends in with the geometry here. Just like that. Yeah. I like to go over my work over and over again. Like, not like look at it again, but I mean like I like to take the brush and just kind of just keep adding stuff that I don't need to be adding. What kind of head should he have, I wonder? I feel like I've seen this before. Where have I seen this before? Especially if I give him eyes. If I give him eyes, I've seen this before. I kind of don't want to do that in case I mess something up and accidentally create a sci-fi robot that already exists somewhere else. That's a very real risk I run into. Wrong button. I like that. Fill that in. Give it some head. And some neck. Now, I have a problem, a quandary, if you will. This. What do I do here? I've already established that this is a box, so it should do this. But I don't want it to. So, it's not going to. It's going to do something else. It's going to bow out. That's what it's going to do. And I'm going to whitewash or blackwash all of this out. Fill it back in with shading. Yeah. I don't like that. Hold on. I need to fix. Darken that out. Just realized I wasn't talking this whole time. Well, I may as well get rid of the second part over here and copy the second part over, call it finished. It's a tray slot. What's the purpose of this one? Yeah, I don't know. That's the issue I'm having with it. It seems more like a heavy lifter kind of thing, doesn't it? Like it's a robot, but it's a forklift, but it's a robot. In fact, I kind of want to edit this a little bit. Gonna get you over here, bring you back a little bit. And if I were trying particularly hard with this, if this was going in for like a final concept, I would probably start picking it apart and really designing certain aspects of it, but I don't want to, because this one isn't really that good anyway. It doesn't deserve it. So I'm just going to try to finish him up real quick. And that's just not working, is it? That's middle part. I just can't get over it. It's bad. I don't like it. It needs a lot of work to look good. This middle part here. Just gonna finish up his hand here. Darken this out because I don't want to look at it. Get that. He's gonna have some of this going on, whether he likes it or not. bit. Move it back. Cut that off. Okay. For heavy lifting. Yeah, I probably should. That's why I made it more flat at first, and then I didn't like how that looked, so I made it more round. But it really should be more like inverted from that if it's going to be lifting things. All right, I'm just going to lasso this arm out. Put a new layer, copy, bring it to the back, and that's not what I want to do. There we go. I can't do that, actually. I have to do it this way. And then that's never gonna work. Alright, screw it. We're gonna cut some of that out and just darken this. Bring this back. Cut that out. Bring that basically into complete shadow in the back, because I really just don't. I'm not happy about this one, so I'm trying to get it finished so I don't have to look at it anymore. If someone were to single this one out and tell me to like make a bunch more things, I would not be happy about it. I'd do it, but I wouldn't be happy about it. I'd have to like just start over. Like, what is it about this one? You know, the head and the treads here, the little car lower body. That's it. That's the only thing that's like noteworthy about this robot. Where am I? That's not it. There it is. Why are you destroying everything? Oh. Okay, he gets to. Ooh. He gets to go here. That's where he stays. That's where he's gonna live. Well, yeah. I mean, bottom half. I don't like it. Bottom half is not very good. If I was gonna do this again, I would keep the shape of the arms, and I would keep I would keep this this head here. I would keep that. I would keep this because I like that, and I would keep this connection here. This like multi-stage connector here. This part would definitely need to have a bit of a rework. It probably needs to be brought in closer to like here. Start here instead of out here. You know. Because as a lifter, it wouldn't make any sense for it to to block what it's lifting. I'd also probably actually section this off, just like this, so that it could extend its arms out. That would make sense to me if I was gonna really delve into that. Anyway, last one for this page, and then I will probably turn the stream off for at least a while. I don't know if I will open it again. I've done what I set out to do. I finished this guy, did some interesting things with his kneecaps and center torso and his arms actually, and cleaned out a lot of things. I spent way too much time on him actually. He took like 25 minutes, and he should not have. Alright, next one. I kind of want to hide him actually because he's distracting to look at. Huh. I wonder what he's going to be like. Oh. I don't know what this is. I don't know where this is going. I have no idea. He's got... He kind of looks like a finger with arms. Slender man. Give him some glowing eyes. He might actually be entirely made of cloth, this one. Have his robo parts kind of mostly hidden. I keep accidentally hitting the eraser button on my pen, and it behaves incorrectly when I use the pen eraser, because then I can't switch back. Normally I have my hotkey on the keyboard, because I don't like using the side buttons that I have on this thing, because screw that, I don't remember any of that. It takes a lot more muscle memory than it's going to be worth, in my opinion. I just don't feel like it's going to be worth it if I were to learn it. Anyway, I keep pressing the little eraser button on my pen, and if I do that and I try to toggle between my brush and the eraser, it won't do it. It won't toggle. So I have to like, oh wow, look at this. So I have to remember, oh yeah, my pen eraser button doesn't work, and I need to remember to press it again instead of leaving it. And this one, let's give him some more girth in the chest. Just a bit. It doesn't need to be much. Needs to be a box, because these are still meant for labor. They still lift things, so they have to be mostly industrial. In fact, I should bring this down for now. I kind of hate this. Actually. The foot is kind of cool. It's interesting to look at, but it's not exactly conducive to what this thing is built for. Let's get that angle there. I'll just go ahead and fill this whole part in. Just like that. Some inside shading, some outside shading. Gonna leave this lighter right here. In fact, this whole thigh portion should probably be fairly uniform if I'm thinking about it. He's got them high heels. Or she's got them high heels. It could be a she. Why not? That in. Looks like I've got one extra section here I didn't mean to add. It's fine. He's just gonna have a smiley face for now. I'm gonna change that later. Now I'm kind of leading on the same design ideas as this guy suddenly. Part of this is almost an imitation of that, without me trying to, but it's okay. This middle part is going to be a little bit different. Rock solid ambs. Some ambies. I wanted the idea of him to actually be mostly cloth, so this actually I can't really keep. I have to get rid of it. Because his midsection is already hard plate. I kind of don't want it to stay that way. In fact, screw this. Screw this section. This is dumb. He's just going to have a flat right there. might actually give him a face here. That's fine. Happy face. Happy worker is a productive worker. Yes. Absolutely. In fact, I'm not feeling too happy right now. But it's fine. He actually is kind of interesting. If I had more time with him with this, I could probably actually make this work. As it is, I'm not super into it. But it is better than the previous one, for sure. There's more I can do. Not that I need to, but, you know, I can. So, there's actually not a whole lot I need to do with, like, as far as hands and arms go, because he's already got... He's not supposed to be very... he's not supposed to have too many features that stand out, you know? He's fairly... He looks like he's supposed to be, like, the friendly robot. You know, he doesn't have too much going on. He's got most of his hard mechanical bits all covered up in this cloth-like material that's all over. In fact, I need to add a bit more zigzaggy here to kind of show the cloth work. Fill that out. In fact, I could make his arm or his hands kind of part of his forearm, but I'm not going to do that right now. I actually want to finish this part. practice that particular technique some more, because it's not looking amazing on this guy. It looked fine over here. Yeah, what did I do differently? I guess I just wasn't trying that hard. And there was less of it. I had fit into a smaller portion, so I could get away with doing less. But here I actually run the risk of overdoing the entire thing. Like the entire point of him being covered in some kind of tarp here in the center. There we go. That's better. I think I'll actually smooth that out. Smooth that out, and then we're getting more like this. Okay. Now I give him some fingies. Give him some stubby little fingies. Nice big soft hands that can't crush your skull unless he really wants to. There should be more of a cloth crease than a border. Great for high fives, yeah. This is the life of the corporate party. And I want the same deal over here. In fact, I should probably just... There we go. All right. Okay. Now, I think that's good. Bigger. Then bigger. So they all fit in relatively the same places. Make him taller. Make him taller. I like him. I kind of want him to be the villain. The second one on the top. One holding the monkey wrench. This guy. I kind of want to make him the monster that chases you at the end. But I also kind of want to take his hood off. I want him to hunch over like that. It's more what I'm thinking. I like that he has the backpack. And I like that he kind of looks he looks different, like he has a different purpose than the others, and that kind of goes into some of the story. Like, he's not supposed to be killing the other androids, but that's what it winds up trying to do. For some reason he breaks different than the others. But anyway, yeah, there we go. I will go ahead and save that. I think I already did. Yep, saved it. And I'm going to call it good for now. It was almost 2 hours. He needs to dismantle the unworthy. Yeah. I need to dismantle the unworthy. Our creators left us here. And we will continue to be here until you are all cleansed. I actually really like this this guy here. This one, now that I look at him again after doing this horrible mess over here. I like the padding on his shoulder. I like the chest plate that kind of sits over top the tarp covering that covers all of his midsection worky bits. I like how the top chest plate here, the shape language kind of makes its way back here as well. But it's a little bit excessive, I think. This is right here where I give up on him. Like I knew that he was already done and I need to stop. But the helmet doesn't quite fit this universe, so I'd have to give him a face kind of like him. He's the most basic one, but he's also the closest to what I initially was thinking for this character, and probably the easiest to model as well, because just look how basic he is. He's basically just a guy in a suit who happens to be a robot. Like this is supposed to be like a jumpsuit. And like it's held together with belts, which I didn't do a super amazing job of indicating, but then the rest of these are a bit more traditional robot looking. This guy you might mistake for a person at first, because he's got his head covered and everything. This thing, I don't remember why I gave him a belly, but I did. And it's kind of cool, but kind of lame, I think. I like how his shoulders sweep up into the neck and kind of just continue up to the head, which is a fairly normal head. It's going to be similar to it would be kind of similar to that. Except he has actual full faceplate going on this one. This one I like for, like, if he was just a regular, it doesn't make decisions or anything. Like, it just operates machinery and pushes buttons. Some alien vibes. Alien vibes on which one? The third one. I don't know which one you're talking about. But yeah, I don't know. I like the top four the most, honestly. These last three are just, they don't quite fit this particular scenario or universe. This one he kind of does. But he's also not quite he's a little weird. He's a little bit alien looking. He's tall and slender. His hands kind of just morph from his forearms. He would be great for like working in a space station or something, where he can fit into small spaces and climb around. Alien vibes on the first guy? Oh yeah, I can see that. Oh, you mean the androids and the alien? Yeah. Yeah, he was the very first one there, and I think I said before I want to take the legs, the lower legs of this one, and put them on this guy, and I'm going to take the midsection of this one there and put it on this guy. And I'm going to keep this and like the arms and stuff. I'm going to keep those the same. And actually I might just keep the entire upper body and the arms the same. And that's what I'm going to do when I go to finalize this. After this, I have to make a few different versions of the same concept, like of the same idea. You know, take after I've taken these legs and this midsection and stitched them together. I'll have to make a few more iterations with smaller, less obvious design changes, and after that, I will have to pick one. When I pick one, then I'll make a model sheet so I can model it, and at that point, it'll basically be done. I can move on. It's getting late now, though, so I kind of want to put this project to rest. I just wanted to get this last part on stream just to keep myself going, you know, because having it on stream and having one or two people watching keeps me more on task. Like if I was not streaming, I would have probably not done these two. I would have just finished him and got up and left. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. I will be closing this here in a second.